Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, had a really nice sleep actually. It was quite nice to get some head down last night. So got a good 8 hours last night, feeling a lot better. Slept really well in the van actually. The heater works quite well. It's nice to actually be in a warm van when I'm away. Yeah, I'm going to get up now, probably get some breakfast on the way. No point in rushing off this morning. I did wake up about 6 to have a quick look out the window to see if there's any colours happening, but it was overcast. It was slightly nicer this morning because there's less snow and we had more clarity. I could see better definition in the mountains around me. But now with the snow coming down, I really can't see that. So probably get some nice isolated images this morning if I can come across anything. But nothing that's going to involve too much kind of definition in the backgrounds. So I know I said I was going to shoot on to the next location, but I decided to stop and have something to eat. I'm actually having some sausages this morning, so a bit unconventional, but should be quite nice. They're chicken ones as well. It's one of the few things I could translate in the supermarket last night when I picked them up. Now weather-wise, it's just coming in so thick now, and we did have a bit of definition, like I said earlier, in this mountain range behind me. I think there's meant to be a lake there, but it's just all snow and ice. You can't hardly see that at all now. You can just about make out a few trees on the bottom. I'll spin you around so you can have a look, but I don't think you're going to unfortunately be able to see much detail in that. Basically where this clumped is here, you might just be able to make out above that, but I very much doubt it. But even about 10 minutes ago you could still see some definition there. So I don't think I'm going to bother going into the going back up into the Alps or going into the Lengen Alps at all this morning actually, simply because the weather's coming in so bad. I don't think there's going to be any definition there. It's just going to be white out, I think, by the time I get there. And also the roads up there aren't going to be as gritted as well. Probably got a lot more chance of getting stuck and things like that. Going to enjoy the breakfast this morning, pack away, and yeah, get a move on. So the next place you see me will be the Lofoten Islands, or anywhere en route I can get. Today I'm looking really for isolation. If there's any nice barns, a bit like that one I saw yesterday, any nice barns like that, anything I can see on the way, anything I can stop off and get some kind of nice separation between the snow and the object. Hopefully get some nice images. Now the Lofoten Islands is about a 7-hour drive, so I'm probably only going to just get there in time for sunset this evening, but I don't think there's going to be any sunset at all. If we get some nice light though, that's a tick in the box. So yeah, I'm going to crack on now, have this, and I'll catch up with you at the next location on the way to Lofoten Islands, I would have thought, or somewhere like that. Morning YouTube, and welcome to a very iconic location. It's actually not as busy as I thought it would be here. I was actually at this location last night around about 10 o'clock, and we're doing some kind of moon shots with the moon directly behind us. Came out quite nicely actually, quite nice balanced light for some reason. Not too bad, very blue arrowish shots, obviously muted tones and stuff because they're shot during the moon, but quite pleased how it worked.
We did actually have about 20 or 15 other photographers up here at the time. For some reason at sunset there's only like 4 of us, so I don't know what's going on with this, and sunset's only at 7 o'clock this morning, so it's not very early. Anyway, without saying any longer, you probably already know where I am. I'm at the famous Hamnoy on the Lofoten Islands. It's the first iconic location I've really come to since I've been here. Yesterday was just a massive driving day, so there's no vlog from yesterday really. It took me about 7 hours to get from where I was by Tromsø, or kind of the Lengen Alps really, down to Hanoi here, so quite a while. I wanted to come to Hanoi this morning as well, or Hamnoy this morning as well, because we were kind of predicted semi-clear skies. That did happen last night. No northern lights, unfortunately. A bit of a shame, but we did have that clear moon that kind of lit it up. And this morning, there's enough wispy clouds to get some nice images. Nothing really cloud-wise above the peak. We do have some nice colours coming across behind us here, which I get you probably can't see very well. But yeah, quite nice. Now, I'm having to shoot quite low down through the railing because my tripod's a travel tripod. It doesn't quite go high enough. But you can see now we're just starting to get some nice colour on top of this peak here. Fortunately, I don't know the names of any of the peaks around here, but you can see obviously we've got this gorgeous shot here. Kind of like in portrait shots, more of it, and I've come down to the right hand side of the bridge, which does seem to favour portraits more. The left side seems to favour the landscape. So I'm going to be setting up some shots now. I've got no filters on at all. The scene is balanced enough to not really need them. Yeah, so I'm going to get on shooting, take some images. Because it's just before sunset, it's still quite dark, so I'm only having to shoot with no filters to get a long exposure as well. Potentially when the sun comes up, I'll be trying to put an ND on there, but it does mean leaning over the railing and putting it on without dropping it into the water, so it's a bit of a nightmare. At the moment, my settings are f14, ISO 50, and that's giving me a 10-second image. So yeah, it's quite nice in the back of the camera. I'm trying to do some panoramic stitches here as well of portrait images, but it's hard to do shooting through the gap of the bridge because you've only got a tiny bit and you can't really kind of move it around. So when you do the sweeps in between the stitches, you've got to actually move the tripod. Not the easiest, but I'm going to do it anyway to see what it comes out like. I'm going to crack her now, shoot into this gorgeous light, and I'll catch up with you a bit later. The light is turned really, really beautiful now. We've got this lovely, strong sunrise colours going on. Really see how it's turning the mountain from that horrible grey colour, really, really red. The sunrise is just happening now. Just got it popping over the hill here. It's got really busy at the location from this morning. There's quite a few extra photographers here now. There's probably about 15 of us again. They got here just in time because this is a beautiful sunrise. Really, really working now. This is like the classic kind of image you get now. Strong colours on the rock, nice golden brown colours, and yeah, really, really beautiful scene. I'm trying not to shout too much, obviously I'm around everyone. Doing portraits again. I did do quite a few landscape shots earlier. I'm trying to do panoramic sweeps, so every kind of shot I'm doing slightly different angles. I'm trying to sweep right to left all the time. trying to get from here further across to the left. Yeah, just trying to give myself that insurance policy. If I want something a bit wider in portrait, I can. The only thing is each time I do it, I do, like I say, have to keep on pulling the tripod slightly down, which does upset the shot slightly. It's just what I'm doing now. But yeah, hopefully it'll work out quite nicely. I'm still shooting at f14. I did actually put some filters on in the end, so I've got the polarizer on there and a soft grad, and with the light at the moment, f14 ISO 50, it's getting me about a 20-second image, so still long enough to give some drama and definition in this kind of water at the bottom of the camera. Yeah, really working out quite nicely. I'm not going to video any more from this location simply because I want to crack and get some images. I'll be making work to the other end of the bridge in a minute to try and do some slightly different compositions. Probably be in this bit for about another 5 minutes, so I'll catch up with you at the other end of the bridge in a few minutes' time. So I've come up the other end of the bridge now. It's starting to get very windy and cold, so forgive me if there's any wind noise on this. I don't want to put it under this coat because I know it will muffle the sound too much, so you might just have to put up with a bit of wind, sorry. Not quite as nice shots up this end, I don't think. I'm still having to keep on move the tripod, which is a pain when I do my adjustments. I think this end up here is definitely suited more to landscape shots. I've not come massively far up the bridge. There is another photographer that's gone right to the end. I'm enough away from the crowd now, which I've got a bit of breathing space. A lot of people turn up quite late, just missed the nice light, unfortunately, and pretty much all the nice light has gone now. The sun has kind of risen, well, it's risen and it's kind of stuck between some clouds now with a bit of it coming through, so there's still enough usable light, but nothing like we had before. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I'm really happy how it turned out this morning. I've got that shot in the bag. I know it's overshot to death, and it's very iconic, but it means that my trip, I've got an iconic shot in the bag with nice light, which is what it's all about, really. So I can try a few different places now, all iconic, to be honest, I'm not going to lie, but it means that I'm happy I've got something in the bag already from the beginning of the trip. I'm going to be doing these vlogs kind of location at a time. In the past, when I've done these road trips, I've done day at a time, but I found that it kind of puts a bit too much pressure on myself. I find that you end up driving around a lot trying to get as many locations as you can in a day, which is what I do anyway, but when you've got to vlog them as well, it does add that extra dimension to it. And it was quite nice yesterday because although I had about 7 hours to drive, I did manage to stop off at a few places and just get a few quick shots, and if I was to video them, one, it probably wouldn't have been very entertaining, two, there wouldn't have been massively much content put up anyway. And three, I probably wouldn't have had time, so by just doing that it's quite nice. So I think in the future I will just be doing kind of classic locations or a vlog for a location. It's an absolutely beautiful place here, highly recommend. From what I saw of driving through the Lofoten Islands yesterday, although it was a bit dark going through most of it, it's an absolutely beautiful place. I think you could probably spend months here. Before I came away, I was looking at how much time I'd need and whether I'd only need about 5 days. And to be honest, you could have come here for a few weeks. So if you're thinking about just a few days, I'd consider trying to make it at least a week or something like that. But yeah, so it's pretty much the location finished really. I'm just going to fire off a few landscape shots here now, so you can see the difference in the composition. You'll be able to see the difference in the light as well. Yes, that's pretty much it really. Stunning place. It's a shame you got to shoot all your images through the bridge. Like I say, if you would have a proper tripod, it'd probably be fine. There's a lot of people that do seem to stretch over the top of it. My travel tripod just doesn't quite make it, so it's been through the bars all the time. It's very precarious because you have to change filters leaning over the edge. The filters won't fit through the slots in the or at least my filters won't fit through the slots in the gate. So if you drop them, they're going to be down below in the sea, and I suspect there is a ton of filters under this bridge. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you have, please as ever give it a thumbs up. It does really help out the channel, and consider subscribing. I've got several locations doing the Lofoten Islands now. It's overcast today. It's predicted snow. So a bit later, if it starts snowing and there's a few flurries, I'll try and make use of it and get some isolated shots. But at the moment, I think all the light's going to be sucked out of the sky. I don't think there's going to be nice images for the next couple of hours, which suits me because I'm really getting some sleep in the van because I'm pretty tired. Thanks for watching again, and I'll catch up with you on the next one coming up.
When you were leaving, I need you even more than I did before. You had the last word when you walked out the door. You drive me crazy, I want you to stay here. Now I'm here alone, I hate this party and I don't know anyone. We get drunk and we fight.